This screencast is to give you some information about the Data Decision Assessment Plan. This is something that you would have done at the beginning of the unit, setting up the grade book, figuring out how many points you were going to give the students for each of the assignments, and then you would take that information after the students had completed the unit, and depending on how they did on the unit, you would use it to figure out how you could improve instruction as well as improve the outcomes for some of the students. I've given you two templates to work with that you're going to combine and eventually put into just one document for me. Let me look at the templates with you here. Here's the Excel file. Notice that you're going to have 6 students. Obviously, you're going to have to make up the grades for them. But when we look more carefully at the assignment, you'll see that I've color-coded them because you're supposed to make up scores for 2 of the students that are doing well, 2 of the students that are doing okay, and 2 of the students that are doing poorly. That would be below C level work. So you would make up points for each of these lessons for them and figure out what the maximum points would be and what letter grade that would turn out to be. Now you can make this any numbers you want to, but I suggest you make it easy on yourself and think of it in terms of 100%. But in reality, you can make it anything you want. You can make the PowerPoint with 10 points, you can make the PowerPoint with 25 points, you can make each one of these items worth 100 points. It's up to you as the teacher to do what you want with those. So that's the Excel file. Here's the Word file that you'll put the Excel gradebook into. You'll put the title of your unit and your name here, the brief summary of your unit. That would be a copy and a paste. So with the rest of this information, the standards, the number and the identifier for each lesson, what the title of the lesson is, what you're doing to capture data for that, the maximum points for that lesson, what is a passing score for that lesson, and is it formative or summative. And chances are that all of your lessons are formative and that only your final project that your students create at the end of the unit is summative. If you scroll down on this template, here's that same Excel file that you just saw before. Some people find that it's easy to create the data for this Excel file right here in Word, and other people find that it isn't well behaved. So if it's not well behaved for you, just delete it, use the Excel file, and then insert the Excel file. And then finally, once you have all this information, you need to answer each of these questions using several complete sentences. And we look more carefully at these questions, you'll see that they're the types of things that you would ask yourself at the end of the unit to improve instruction and to help all students.